Hello, Virgo. This is your tarot reading for the month of May. I'm Heather Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. We have entered into the new Venus cycle as of April 12th, but through the month of May, we are going to be feeling the full movement forward into the new realms of Venus as the morning star. So all things relationships, money, self-love, now operating from a place of divine white light rather than in the shadow realms that we've had over the last 8 years. We are now moving into this progression over the next 8 years of working into the light realms of divine white light and love. All right, let's see what we have for you, Virgo, for the what the cards have to say for you for the month of May. What do we have? Page of Wands. Okay, that feels a little bit like an invitation of initiation of some kind. We're going to see what else comes out with it to see what the messages are. The Sun. I feel like, no, I'm getting a little glimpse of the another reading. But this is about you. This is about you, Virgo. You are taking decisive action to proclaim a truth that is being so vividly offered to you right now. In the month of May, you are going to take this. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to step into this truth. I feel like it's just like this tiny little step that just amplifies this truth, this radiance. The Sun card is the naked baby on the horse. It's like freedom and play and just, it's the happiest card in the deck. This is a stepping into your happiness. Virgo, you deserve this. Everyone deserves this, but this is your reading. You are taking initiative action, accepting an invitation from the universe into joy and happiness. There's a lot of responsibility. Let's talk about the Sun card here. It is the card of truth. It's the sun, illuminating every single thing around you. You're out in the sun. It's just, the sun is high in the sky. It's warm, it's burning truth. It amplifies and illuminates everything. You see the good, you see the bad, you see the ugly, you see the beautiful, you see everything. There's no questioning, there's no mystery. It's just everything is right there for you to see. There is an invitation for that in May. Now, with that, there is an offer. With this truth, there is an offer of you. Once you accept this truth, you have a promise of happiness, fulfillment, freedom, play. My voice getting a little wonky, but here's the message with the Sun. You are being shown the truth of how to enact something or accept something that will change your life in such a beautiful, brilliant, vibrant, radiant, illuminating way. There's a great responsibility that comes with that truth, because as this naked baby on the horse is pictured, it can feel so good to be outside under the sun naked. But if you are out there all day, you get dehydrated, you get burnt, you get worn out. It's like you have to be responsible with what you are being shown, which means if you are being shown in the month of May that there's just something so small for you to do to initiate some big truth towards, like, oh, this is going to make me happy. I know this is going to make me happy. I am being shown that this is my path to joy and freedom and, abundance. Like, I see my path, but the trick here, not the trick, but that you have to accept that truth and act on it for it to manifest, right? Now, the other side of this is if you don't do that, if you put it off, if you don't listen to this divine truth that is being shown to you, then what happens? Then it's not the sun, it's not happiness, it's not joy, it's not freedom, it's probably the moon energy, which is depression and loneliness and dark night of the soul, right? We don't want that for you. You're not going to do that. I don't see that happening for you, because there's an invitation to abundance and joy and freedom and play. It does require you to walk away gracefully from something that I think probably gave you a lot of fulfillment in the past, but you have the graceful exit, this Eight of Cups. And there's the moon in the sky in this card, so there's again that little relationship to what I just said of you're getting out of this moon energy. You have an opportunity to go into the sun energy. Now we always have an opportunity to embrace the truth and choose a life of freedom and joy and happiness for ourselves. We always have that choice, but it feels really extra for you in May. It feels so extra, but the act of initiating is a Page of Wands. Or maybe the offer coming, the invitation coming to you to do this it's a Page of Wands, which means you don't have to do much. And this offer may not show up as much, but it's a wand. It shows up as something that excites you. It's like the tiny little spark of something that excites you. But this tiny little spark, this Page of Wands, the page is always kind of like, it's the youngest energy. We have the page, the knight, the queen, the king. That's the evolution of, the court cards. But, there's this energy of like, with the page, like, I don't really know if this is going to make a difference. I don't really know what to do. All I know to do is like this tiny small thing, or if something's being offered to you, it's just a tiny little small thing and it feels really exciting, but it's not like the big thing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is the doorway to the sun. It is the doorway. The small thing is the doorway to the big moment of abundance and happiness, to a new life of radiance and joy. Yeah, retreat from the moon gently. Like, you don't even have to say goodbye. The Eight of Cups is, you have to energetically say goodbye, right? But this is like ghosting energy. It's like, it's kind of like, the Irish goodbye. Like, you're at a party and you're having a great time and there's like so many people there that and you're just like, oh my God, if I say goodbye to every single person here, it's going to take me literally an hour to leave. So you just kind of just go. They love you. And you can send a group text after you leave. Like, oh my God, it was so great to see everyone. But, this is you walking away from that moon energy. You can just go. That was how it was. And now we're making a very small step toward the new that amplifies the new in a really big way. There's a connection here to summertime energy. The Sun card is the card for Leo. So maybe Leo season will be this moment alchemizing for you in a bigger way. I think May you initiate the small action or accept the small invitation to go towards the sun, and then maybe perhaps by Leo season it's like poof, you're in the sun, like, or maybe it happens instantly. Yeah, the world. This is the doorway of complete resolute closure to some long-standing way of life, and to turn and face a new doorway of let's start all over. This is a new beginning. You are moving from the moon energy to the sun energy. You are moving from the darkness to the light. And that's putting it mildly. You are moving from the cave to the mountaintop. You are moving out of hermit energy into visibility and radiance, out of depression into happiness and joy. There's so many analogies I could give here, but this is a very stark turning toward happiness and freedom. And again, like, I think, we tell ourselves that in order to get this huge life of joy and happiness and bliss, that we have to do really big things to make that happen. And that's just not true in this case. Like, I feel like it's something so small. I feel like I did another reading for May that had kind of the same message as this, but the message is like, all you have to do is take the first step. And you don't have to make a big deal about it. Like, you don't have to tell anybody. That's that ghosting energy of like leaving a party without the exhaustion of saying goodbye to everyone, right? Like, you don't have to explain this. You're doing this for you. And you may not, with the page, you may not even feel like you know what you're doing. You may not even trust it. You may be very skeptical that this is even going to work, because it's so small and it's so like, you know, it's so minor. But oh my God, it sets the momentum and speeds the momentum for you to come out of a life of darkness into the light. And I think probably by Leo season, you're going to see some very visible signs and have some very physical feelings that you are in a different space. You are lit up. You are not hidden. You are lit up. And it's going to reveal that, oh my God, I have gone from one portal of darkness to another portal of light. And that's what we're talking to about with Venus, the Venus cycle. We have gone from the shadow realms of doing some very deep, painful work around relationships with ourselves and with others, and romantic relationships and familial relationships, and just self-accountability. And that Venus retrograde, that kind of was at the very tail end of that whole 8-year cycle. You know, the last full moon that we had, Venus went direct. It was April 12th. And now here we are in May in the new Venus realms. And you have learned so much. You have, you know, it's time to come out of the darkness and take everything that you've learned and create new things. And you don't have to know how to do it. You just take the first step. You have a lot of happiness and joy and freedom and abundance and truth coming to you. It comes because you accept the truth. It brings you a closure. It brings you an opening. What else do we have for you, Virgo? Oh yeah, 8 of Cups with the Lovers. This is a huge moment of choice. So many people have been getting the Lovers card for May because it's like, this is the choice point. We know what we want. You know what you want. You want to be happy. I mean, that's what everybody wants, really. That's the whole purpose of why we're here, is to experience happiness and joy. You know, and the only way to really experience what happiness and joy feels like is we have to go through the shit of not feeling that, right? To understand, like, this is not what I want. But this goes a little deeper, because with the Lovers card, and a lot of people are getting this, it's like we have become so comfortable, or we had become so comfortable in a way of life that just felt like that's how it was always going to be. It's like being uncomfortable in the discomfort, right? And now it's like, oh wait, I can choose to do something different. And choosing with the Lovers card, the choice is like, you choose between an old, comfortable, quote unquote, way of living. And it's like, I can't amplify enough how so many of us, myself included, we were so comfortable in the discomfort. It was just what we were used to. So it felt familiar, and we self-sabotaged ourselves to keep ourselves there, because it's so scary to actually be happy when all you've known your entire life is not that, right? But this is your choice point. You're choosing to leave a life behind of being uncomfortably comfortable, comfortably uncomfortable, I guess I should say, into a life that is full of risk and freedom. I mean, this is the full energy that you're choosing. It's like, I want to be happy. Can I be happy? With the Page of Wands, it's like, can I be happy? What is this? Here, I'll ask you this. What is one thing right now? Because the Page of Wands That ace, he's holding that Ace of Wands. I'll show you. He's holding the Ace of Wands. It has a banner on it that has scripture, self-written scripture from the universe, from him, to him, for him. And the bunnies down here is the springtime energy. It's also like fertility. What is one thing in your life right now that you keep getting the call to do? Like the ones that's action, initiation. It's an invitation from the universe to take action, to speak something into existence, to communicate your truth, to create. The ones are all about creativity and passion. What is one thing that you keep hearing? You've heard it for so long of like, do this, do this. And it's like something so small. It's like, it connects to some, like your passion dream. So let's say, for example, your passion dream is to become a well-known artist, okay? We'll just use that as an example. Or a well-known musician, or just to, your dream life is that you would be making music and art all the time. That is what you get to do, right? Are you making art? Are you doing any kind of artwork? Are you playing music? Are you singing throughout your day? It's like, this is the whisper. The wand is the whisper of just do this one thing. Just get started. Just do the one thing. Even if you think, oh, what can one thing do? It opens the doorway for you. It's attached to the sun and the lovers. It's turning to face the direction of your new life and your passions, and to not get so obsessed with the final outcome because it's so overwhelming, but to just take the first step. Just to do the small thing that you think may not make any difference. It will make a huge difference. It causes change to happen way faster than you think it will. Yeah, Hermit energy in the center. Hermit energy in the center. I'm going to get one more card to go with that. Two of Coins. Okay. This is an interesting message, but stop making excuses. And I'm saying that in the most gentle, loving way. I get why, because you can come up with so many reasons of why you don't have time, why you don't have the money, why you don't have the talent. Like the Two of Coins is here, and it's like, you got a lot of stuff on your plate. This is a very busy person. Like, you could be responsible for a lot of things in your life. Come on, you're Virgo. I'm laughing at myself because Virgos have to-do lists. They will not let go of something until it is completed, and not just completed, but completed to perfection. You are a very hard worker. You are very loyal to people, to experiences, to projects. You follow through. But this is Hermit energy. We're talking about your inner world. We're talking about you accessing the light of the star in the Hermit's lantern here. I'm going to show you this. This is about you. This is about you. You're really good at keeping all the balls in the air of your daily life, and really good at like having lots of projects and, taking care of things to fruition. That's great. I love that for you. I love that for you. But Virgo, you're an earth sign. You're a pentacle in the tarot. This is you accessing your wand energy. This is creative passion. This is you changing your life and stepping into your truth and finding more joy. It's like living a life of joy rather than obligation. Let that sit with you. How do you change your life from a life of obligation to a life of joy? What is that one tiny little thing you can do to get the ball rolling? all of this order and all of this like systematic perfection process that you do all the time, it's lonely. You isolate yourself by staying busy, my love. The hermit is looking at the star in his lantern. The star is visibility, but it's the star of healing. It's the inner light. You are being asked to be creative in May. Creative in how you allow yourself to experience joy and freedom and play. And not because it's an obligation, but because, just because. When's the last time you did something just because, Virgo? Just because it made you feel good, not because it's goal-oriented or you promised someone else or you're devoted to your family or it's a work requirement. When's the last time you did something for no other outcome except to experience joy? And this can be such a small thing. Here's your shadow card, the Lovers again. So we only have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards out on the table. I have 3 decks here. There's 78 cards in each deck. You have the Lovers twice. That is a huge message. The shadow work for you is making this decision from, from what has, I feel like Virgo especially, because both of my parents are Virgos, so I feel like Virgos, I can't talk. I feel like I have a little experience with this. And I hope this doesn't sound too judgmental. I adore my parents. They are so talented. Every Virgo I have ever met is so talented because they have extremely high standards. And if they're going to do something, they're going to do it right. They're not just going to do it right, they're going to do it perfect, even if it kills them. Okay? The shadow work for you is asking yourself, why do you operate that way? Are you putting high standards on yourself to prove your own worth? Are you creating a systematic way of life to provide safety? Are you hermiting yourself away in projects for safety? What would it feel like to make a different choice? One that's more risky, one that doesn't have to be perfect, one that you could fail at, one that you could just do it for the sake of fun and freedom and happiness. I'm challenging you in the month of May to be free, to allow yourself to play, to access joy without obligation, without using projects as a shield, and just to let yourself be free and do something just because. Okay? All right. If you ever want a private personal reading with me, I do them in person in Nashville. I also do virtual readings anywhere you are. And you can schedule with me in the box below through my website. Virgo, I love you so much. And I hope you have a beautiful May.